Welcome, fellow seekers of wisdom. Today, we journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, a journey that may reshape your view of yourself and the world. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, striking at the core of our daily struggles." How often are we trapped by thoughts, paralyzed by imagined fears, or consumed by desires that leave us empty? Imagine facing an important presentation, your heart races, palms sweat, you envision stumbling, disappointment in your boss's eyes. But hasn't this scenario played out countless times in your mind, rarely in reality? This is the foolishness of letting our imagination run wild. Or, scrolling through social media, comparing your ordinary day to others' highlight reels, feeling the urge to buy something to fill a void of inadequacy, knowing no purchase will suffice. This is the intemperance plaguing modern life. These moments of anxious anticipation and impulsive desire aren't fleeting, they represent deeper patterns, Stoic vices, foolishness, injustice, cowardice, and intemperance. These hidden forces drive our actions, leading us away from virtue and inner peace. Recognizing these vices is the first step toward overcoming them. We'll explore how they manifest and how to transform them into their virtuous counterparts. This isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a practical guide for navigating modern life. Are you ready to challenge assumptions, face fears, and cultivate a more virtuous life? Let's explore these 4 Stoic vices and discover how avoiding foolishness, injustice, cowardice, and intemperance can lead to a life of wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. Remember Marcus Aurelius's words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Foolishness. In the Stoic sense, foolishness isn't a lack of intelligence, but acting without wisdom, making decisions based on fleeting emotions or false impressions rather than reason. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." Stuck in traffic, you might think, "I'm going to be late, my boss will be furious, I might lose my job." Are these thoughts rooted in reality, or foolish imagination? About to perform, you forget your lines, panic sets in. Are these fears grounded in reality, or exaggerations? A text from a friend, "We need to talk." Your mind races. Are these assumptions factual, or your imagination running wild? These scenarios illustrate catastrophizing, jumping to the worst conclusion, letting emotions hijack reason. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Epictetus, a former slave, understood that true freedom comes from within. It's foolish to concern ourselves with things beyond our control, traffic, your boss's reaction. What is within your control? Your response. How do we overcome foolishness? 1. Practice negative visualization. Imagine losing what you value. 2. Focus on what you can control. 3. Question your impressions. Is this as bad as I think? 4. Cultivate mindfulness. Observe thoughts and emotions without immediate reaction. Reflect on a recent situation where you acted foolishly. How could you have approached it differently using these Stoic principles? A Stoic challenge. For the next week, when stressed or upset, breathe deeply and ask, "What part of this is under my control?" Focus your energy there. Seneca said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Wisdom is knowing your values and aligning your actions accordingly. Overcoming foolishness isn't about never making mistakes, but pausing, reflecting, and choosing responses wisely. Injustice. In Stoic philosophy, injustice goes beyond breaking laws or treating others unfairly, it's acting against the interconnectedness of all human beings. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "What is not good for the hive cannot be good for the bee." Injustice harms others and ourselves. Imagine a colleague presenting an idea similar to yours, receiving praise. Your instinct might be to call them out, but consider the Stoic perspective. Seneca said, "He who has done you an injury is either stronger or weaker than you. If he is weaker, spare him, if he is stronger, spare yourself." This isn't about being a doormat, but understanding the bigger picture. Socrates, facing unjust trial, refused to flee or compromise, accepting the verdict with equanimity. The difficulty, my friends, is not in avoiding death, but in avoiding unrighteousness, for that runs faster than death. True justice isn't about getting what we want, but maintaining integrity and contributing to the greater good. How do we overcome injustice? 1. Cultivate empathy, understand others' perspectives. 2. Practice fairness in small things. 3. Separate actions from character, they may act out of ignorance. 4. Focus on your virtue, don't commit injustice yourself. 5. Seek the common good. Reflect on a time you felt unjustly treated. How did you react? How could Stoic principles have changed the outcome? A Stoic challenge, for the next week, before making a significant decision, ask, is this action fair to others and to society? This simple question guides just behavior. Overcoming injustice isn't about perfection, but striving to be fair. It's recognizing shared humanity and acting accordingly. Injustice can be subtle, gossip, or significant, supporting unjust systems. Remain vigilant, examining your actions and motivations. Justice isn't about rules, but living in harmony with the natural order, recognizing our role in a larger whole. We are waves of the same sea, leaves of the same tree, flowers of the same garden. How can we practice justice daily? 1. Self-examination. 2. Speak up against injustice. 3. Practice gratitude. 4. Educate yourself. 5. Choose your battles wisely. Each action contributes to a more harmonious whole. By cultivating justice, we create ripples extending far beyond our immediate circumstances. Cowardice. Stoic cowardice isn't just physical fear, but letting fear prevent you from doing what's right or necessary. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that things are difficult." In a team meeting, you see a flawed strategy, but fear conflict and remain silent. This is cowardice. Marcus Aurelius, facing plagues and enemies, reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Stoic courage isn't fearlessness, but acting rightly despite fear. True harm comes not from external events, but from our judgments about them. How do we overcome cowardice? 1. Practice negative visualization. 2. Focus on what you can control. 3. Embrace discomfort. 4. Reframe your perspective, challenges as opportunities. 5. Act with integrity. Reflect on a time fear held you back. How could Stoic principles have changed your response? A Stoic challenge, for the next week, do one thing daily that scares you, speak up, try something new, have a difficult conversation. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but action in its face. Horace said, "He who has begun has half done, dare to be wise, begin." Cowardice manifests subtly, dreams unpursued, truths unspoken, stands untaken. Each courageous choice expands our capacity for it. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Define your values and live by them. Courage is a skill. Each time we face our fears, we grow stronger. Each act of courage contributes to a more meaningful existence. Intemperance. Stoic intemperance is indulgence in excessive desires and pleasures. It's not about avoiding joy, but being ruled by cravings, unable to find contentment or moderation. Imagine a stressful day, scrolling through social media, bombarded by images of luxury, leading to compulsive online shopping. This is intemperance, the relentless pursuit of external gratification, believing lasting happiness comes from accumulating possessions or constant stimulation. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." How do we overcome intemperance? 1. Practice voluntary discomfort, fasting, cold showers. 2. Cultivate gratitude. 3. Reframe desires. Is this necessary for well-being? 4. Embrace minimalism. 5. Prioritize experiences over things. Reflect on a time you struggled with intemperance. How could Stoic principles have changed your response? A Stoic challenge. For the next week, when desiring something, pause and ask, is this aligned with my values and long-term well-being? If not, let the desire pass. Overcoming intemperance isn't about deprivation, but balance. True fulfillment comes from inner contentment and self-sufficiency. The 4 vices, foolishness, injustice, cowardice, and intemperance, shape our daily lives. By recognizing and overcoming them, we open the door to their virtuous counterparts, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Imagine a world embodying these virtues. How might our lives be transformed? The path to Stoic virtue isn't perfection, but constant growth and self-reflection. Acknowledge flaws, embrace challenges, and strive to be the best versions of ourselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." Take charge of your thoughts, shape your actions, and live a life aligned with your highest values. Thank you for joining this exploration. Share these insights, and remember, the most important step isn't learning these habits, but implementing them. Start today. Your future self will thank you.